40-verse week 2 players are here, and this week they've dropped the best center mid in the game, Ruud Gullit, alongside some other great cards. We'll check them all out. We'll rank them in 3 categories: dub, mid or L, based on their stats, attributes and shard prices. Let's get started. First of all, we have Ruud Gullit for 1500 shards, arguably the best card in the game. Now the reason people are always excited and hyped about this card is how he looks in game, at least on paper. He's very versatile. You can run him at cam, CDM or even as a striker. And then he's also got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, max stamina, he's 6'3". Stats overall look incredible. And then he's also got high medium work rates, power header, does not get roulette. Me personally, I'm not a huge fan of box-to-box center mids. Maybe it's because the formation that I use. I mostly use formations with CDMs. I would rather use a CDM who has better defensive attributes than a box-to-box center mid. But I guess it varies from a person to person. If you are using a formation with center mids, then using Gullit makes sense. But there is no doubt that this card is going to be the absolute best at his natural position, which is center mid. So Ruud Gullit, without any doubt, is going to be our dub tier card. Next up, we have Alessandro Nesta for just 800 shards. That's a very tempting offer for a 113 OVR center back. And stats wise, he looks really solid, at least looks better than Ferdinand and Chiellini. He's got very high acceleration, reactions are okay, defending stats are 140 plus. He's also strong with 132 strength, high defensive work rates and dives into tackle. No power header, but he's 6'2", so he will be okay with defending or scoring corners. I see this guy as more of a holding center back. You need to run a fast center back alongside this Alessandro Nesta. Overall looks like a decent package for 800 shards. So Alessandro Nesta is going to be our dub tier card. Next we have Marco Correa for 650 shards. Again, a cheap deal. Now this might not look appealing to a lot of people, but if you really look closely at this card, he looks very good. He's got decent pace, very high acceleration, very high reaction stats, good defensive stats. High is decent work rates for a fullback. He's 5'9", which is decent height for a fullback, and 650 shards for a 112 OVR fullback is a very good deal in my opinion. So Marco Correa is going to be our dub tier card. Next we have Ledley King for 650 shards. Once again, a very tempting deal, and this card also looks very usable. Stats overall are very good, very high reaction stats, good defending, good physical, 140 strength, high defensive work rates. Unfortunately does not have any defensive traits. Overall looks like a decent deal, but you can get yourself 150 shards more and claim yourself Alessandro Nesta, which is going to be better in game. But this Ledley King also looks like a very good cheap beast option, so he's going to be our dub tier card. Next we have Makers for just 300 shards. Now this card would have been better if he were a right wing because of the better skill points. He's got insane versatility. He can play at left mid, right wing and left wing, and the stats also look very good. He's got very high acceleration, 140, good dribbling stats, good shooting and passing. He's 4-star, 5'11", high work rates. But yeah, like I said, this card would have been epic if he were a right wing. So Alexis Salamakers is going to be our mid tier card. Next we have Antonio Rudiger for 600 shards. Now 600 shards for a 111 seems kind of expensive, and this card also does not look that great compared to the other center back options that we have from this week. His acceleration is very low, reactions are high, defensive stats are good, physical is obviously going to be good because he's Rudiger, the absolute tank, the machine. He's 6'3", high work rates, no defensive traits. But like I said, we have better options from this week and the week before, so I don't see any reason for you to spend 600 shards for a mediocre card like this Antonio Rudiger. Maybe if he were a 112 or a 113 OVR card, he would have had better stats and then better gameplay obviously. So Antonio Rudiger is going to be our mid tier card. After that we have Kenny Dalglish for 1250 shards. Now this card has the every recipe for you to cook in the current meta. He's small, 5'8", meaning his step overs are going to be very quick, and then he's also got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Stats are also very good, decent pace, good shooting stats, 140 shot power, good dribbling stats with 141 agility, and then he's also got high medium with roulette being his base skill move. Now overall looks like a great card, no flaws whatsoever. The only thing that I don't like about this card is once you rank him up, once you train him up, his acceleration is very low compared to his sprint speed, and it definitely shows in game. He's best suited for a 2-striker formation, so Kenny Dalglish here is going to be our dub tier card. Next we have Peter Schmeichel for 1250 shards. Now all his previous cards have been underwhelming, but after the recent gameplay update, every GK is pretty much decent in the game. Some do still stand out like Courtois and Milinkovic-Savic, but even smaller GKs are making very good saves, so that gives me some hope, some light about this Peter Schmeichel card. I think he's going to be very solid, and his stats also look very good. He's 6'4" with long throw trade. I'm not expecting a same performance level as Courtois or Milinkovic-Savic, but I think he's going to be very solid in both head-to-head and VSA. If you did miss out on Courtois or Milinkovic-Savic, you can go for this Peter Schmeichel without any doubt. So he's going to be our dub tier card. Next we have Matuidi for just 500 shards. Looks like a solid CDM with very good defensive stats and physical. His dribbling is also decent for a CDM with 135 reactions. Shooting is not that great, but he does have decent passing, max stamina, high defensive work rates, and he gets roulette as his base skill move, which is absolute clutch considering he's only 3-star skill moves. And then he's also 5'11". That's decent height for a midfielder, especially a CDM. So Balesi Matuidi is going to be our dub tier card. Next we have Rodrigo for 800 shards, a very good looking right wing card, which I'm looking to claim for my Madrid theme account. Now this card looks perfect for the current meta. It's going to be another step over demon. 5'9" with insane pace, 142 acceleration, 140 sprint speed, 140 agility, 138 reactions. Shooting stats are also very high, and then he's got high medium work rates with roulette as his base skill move. Now one thing that's not right about this card is his weak foot, which is 4-star, and he is right footed playing on the right side, so that's not ideal. And one more thing that I don't like about this card is his alternate position. He does not have right mid, but instead he's got striker, which is understandable considering where he plays IRL. But he's going to be very smooth with the dribbling, especially with the step overs. His joystick dribbling is going to be elite. We will definitely be trying him on our live stream, so don't forget to tune in. And Rodrigo here is going to be our dub tier card. Next we have Kanu for 450 shards. I'm sorry, but 6'5" cam, 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. That is a huge skip. There's only one thing that I want to say about this card, and that is fodder. It's just hard to believe and absolute nonsense that a legend of a game is absolutely unusable in this game. I guess we only have EA Sports to blame there. So Kanu here is going to be our L tier card. And lastly we have Fermin for 300 shards, and this one's a center mid, and he plays as a false 9 or a cam IRL. Scores a lot of goals, but in game looks mediocre. It's got decent stats with very high passing, 4-star weak foot, unfortunately 3-star skill moves, high medium and roulette. That roulette might make him slightly usable because of the 3-star skill move rating, but overall looks like an average card. They could have definitely done better with this card in my opinion. So Fermin here is going to be our mid-tier card. That'll be it for this week, boys. We're going to skip 110s. You don't want to use your shards on those. We still have 2 more weeks to go. I will still suggest you guys to keep grinding the event, keep saving your shards, explore all the options, and then decide what you want to claim. Leave a like on this video, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.